the second day of 2025. The year is still young, and we have been talking about balancing your different careers, the different roles that you play, so that you don't get into that cycle of too much of anything leads to ruin. You remember that yesterday? Wow, we still have Auntie Momo here. I call her Auntie Momo, and she's going to be talking to us today about sacrifice. Sacrifice, Auntie Momo.
Yes, thank you once again. If you spend too much, you become poor. You remember yesterday we talked about balancing. Balancing cuts across every aspect of your life. How you handle your finances, how you handle your time, how you handle your relationships, how you handle your career, how do you handle your social life. You have to balance. So if you spend too much on anything, you'll definitely become poor, you'll become ruined. Now the sacrifice which you are talking about is, if you have money and you want to spend it, you must have a budget. I know most of us, we have that weakness. All of us, we want to spend without consideration of the impact of that expenditure. We just want to gratify our desires. So we need to balance our expenditure, our time, so that we don't become poor. Like, even you might wonder, what do you mean if I don't balance time, I'll become poor? Like, if you spend too much socializing and you're not making money, you'll definitely become poor. So the sacrifice here is sacrifice socializing and start working. Sacrifice sleeping and be productive. There you are chasing away poverty. So we need balance. We need to spend our resources, time, friends, in consideration, not in excessive.
Is it practical? Because most times, especially the young people who are watching you might be thinking, must I go through, because sacrifice is painful. It is a painful experience for you to sacrifice. Must I go through pain? Maybe if I can find a loan. Is it justifiable? Is sacrifice part of those virtues of life that everyone has to live by? Because I may choose not to live by that and choose to borrow, maybe.
Because I'm a mentor and I want to inspire people, I'll use my personal experiences so that people can understand that it is possible to sacrifice. Recently, it's not far away, last year, in 2023, my family business got a snag. We are into microfinancing, and because of COVID, our clients' businesses got affected and they were not paying us according to the repayment schedules. Yet I had borrowed heavily from banks and private individuals to finance my business. My personal expenditure per month in 2023 was about 10 million and above, money which I was not making. So I had to tell my family members, my partners in business, who are my children and my brother, that we are closing business. It was a shock. They have not recovered yet, but I saved our assets. My home, this home was in the bank. I had a loan to the tune of about 600 million in 2023. But by yesterday, it's now like 10 or 15 million shillings, which is a big achievement and a sacrifice, of course, that, how do we call it? You get depression, they say low self-esteem. I had a business, I'm driving, I'm going to office. You get how it feels. It's a very big identity crisis. You are asking yourself, am I a failure? Why should I be closing business? But accepting that there is a problem and sacrificing, getting out of the comfort zone and realizing it's now real. Let me cut the cloth according to my size.
Coping with identity crisis is Auntie Momo's place of inspiration, and it is that particular point of contact that she even decided to write this book. She is now talking about sacrifice as part of coping with an identity crisis. Please look out for more tomorrow. We will be here.